Hey guys, it has been a while since I've done a long video on here, and today we're going to react to some other people's curly hair routine videos. So before I get started, I cut my hair since the last time I did a long video on here, and yeah, I just cut it like this week. This is my first proper sort of wash and style since I cut it, and I am loving it. It's a little bit shorter than I planned, but I feel like my hair has really responded well. And I did a Curlsmith wash today and I am loving it. I did film today's wash and that'll be going up like as a YouTube short at some point soon. But yeah, it just feels really light and bouncy and free, so I'm enjoying that. Today is a different type of video for me, reacting to other people's curly hair videos. So I've chosen all people that I don't know at all. I've got no sort of like working relationship with on any social media. I've never seen them before, so I can just react completely in an unbiased manner. You know me by now, guys. I'm never going to be mean in my reactions. I'm always going to give people the benefit of the doubt. So yeah, I'm really excited to see something new and maybe learn something. Let me know in the comments if you agree with my observations or share any of your own observations too. Another thing, if you enjoy this, please, if you see sort of curly hair things on YouTube, on Instagram or on TikTok, then please do tag me. I'll put my handles here. It's all Marissa's Curls. It's all the same. It's easy to remember. Tag me and then I can make a compilation for another reaction video. So let's get to it. So the first one we're going to look at is from Emma Erdmann. She is stunning. What gorgeous hair she has. And this video has like 2 million views on TikTok. So let's see what all the hype is about.
I got you, girl. This is my straight out of the shower curly hair routine. I start by taking my hair out of a cotton t-shirt just because towels are super rough on the hair.
The first thing I just want to say there is that her hair doesn't look very wet. It looks like that towel or t-shirt has absorbed quite a lot of the water, so I wonder how that's gonna go.
Then going in with
so
the Shea Moisture leave-in conditioner, rubbing it in my hands and just distributing it throughout my hair. So and after detangling it, I always lose a ton of hair.
Yep.
But anyways, I'm taking my Aranco High Dive Moisture Cream.
I haven't seen these products
before. I'm
before.
going to just scrunch this all throughout my hair. You just keep scrunching.
So the way she's scrunching there, one thing that I would say about that is she's sort of scrunching kind of, not haphazardly, but the phrase that I like to use is like without intention. So when you scrunch, it is good to sort of scrunch with intention. So you're kind of cupping the hair in your hands, letting it fall and squeezing at the top. Whereas I feel like she's kind of flinging her hair about a little bit, but it's probably going to look gorgeous anyway.
And scrunching till you can't anymore. And then I like to go into the front bang pieces to separate them because they tend to
so
come
she's
together.
separating that front
then
section,
I'm just going
which
in
is a
with
good
the
idea.
Centerpiece elixir
And
spray, and again just scrunching all throughout my hair, really getting
scrunching could be a little bit more intentional.
Air dry. Do not touch it, girlfriend.
That's a really good point. She's air drying. She says don't touch it when you're air drying. If you can, if you're air drying, keep your hands out of your hair. It's gonna reduce the frizz.
And your curl should be defined and
wow,
frizzy.
Yeah, her hair is stunning. Like, she's a gorgeous girl and she's got beautiful hair. Her hair looks really, really beautiful. It looks like a really natural undone look. But one thing I do notice is that her hair finished and dried doesn't look a huge amount different to her hair wet when she took it out of her t-shirt towel, and I think that's because of the way that she styles it. It's very low effort, nothing wrong with that, quite low maintenance, and because she sort of scrunches it and she's obviously not going for like maximum definition. I would love to see her hair styled with like a maximum definition type routine. Like maybe add the curl cream, brush it through, not like brush styling, not brush styling, but just literally brush through and then carefully like scrunched and squished, and to see what sort of different look she would get. But I mean, she's absolutely gorgeous and her hair looks amazing anyway. The next one, viral pen hack. I mean, I can already tell you I'm never going to try this, but I want to see if it works. I'd be worried about my hair getting tangled like in the clip of the pen. Let's see, she's obviously got a tight curl pattern. Okay, well that looks gorgeous. Yeah. So yeah, it totally works on her curl pattern. On mine, I can tell you right now, it would do nothing. Like finger coiling does nothing for my curl pattern. So if you have like, say, maybe 3B onwards hair, then it might be something that works for you. But it looks like it would take an awful lot of time and effort. I think finger rolling is probably going to give you a similar result, but be a lot quicker, and finger rolling is by no means quick, but this is going to make it take even longer. But maybe what you could do like she has is just your front sections where you want more definition. then you could try it and see if it worked. But I know it wouldn't work on my particular curl type, but I mean, it certainly looks great on her, but not something I'll personally be trying. Okay, this next one is by Alexia Victoria 91. And let's see, an easy curly hair tutorial. We're all about easy, right?
If your hair is not completely straight, then you do have a curl pattern, okay? You just need to figure out which way.
Oh, sorry, I have to pause it already because I love that. She's so right. So many people are like, oh, your hair's not curly, oh, your hair's just wavy. If your hair's not completely straight, then you have a curl pattern. It is as simple as that. I love that. Okay, let's see what her easy curly hair tutorial is. I apologize about all the sirens in the background. They've been going on for ages, so I'm just gonna carry on.
For example, like this way, okay? And see how it goes? Didn't really curl. Now you do it the other way. Okay, that makes sense. Usually it's like one side one way, then the other side the other way.
That's just a really, really good little trick to figure out which way your curl direction goes. Oh my goodness, those sirens. But yeah, you could just sort of take a section of your hair when it's wet, twist it one way, and if it looks like it's curling, then that's the way your hair curls. Twist it the other way, you know, figure out which way it goes. I think that's a really great tip if you're not sure which way your curls go and you want to finger coil them.
And then you're just gonna do your whole head, okay? So like this, it's very easy. It's gonna take you like one.
I think I cut her off halfway, but what she's saying is usually, and this is the case for me, usually one side of your face will curl away, and then your hair basically goes in that same direction all the way around, which means that the other side will curl towards your face. And that's the case for me. This side curls towards my face and this side curls away. It's not always going to be the case, but often.
1 minute. It's not that hard. This, you tighten it and you let go. And then on this side for me, it's instead of like forward,
she's just taking like big rough chunks.
After that, you're gonna grab a coladera. I don't know what it's called in English, and a hair dryer. Hi. And you're just gonna put your hair like.
I just hate it. Right, okay, so there's a next part, and I did go and find the next part, so we'll look at that in a second. But I just want to tell you why I really don't like the whole diffuser, strainer, sieve diffuser, because it's metal and it's going to heat up. So unless you're using absolute cold air, which is going to take hours to diffuse your hair, then that is going to heat up a lot more than using a regular hairdryer and diffuser. And also, most of us have hair dryers. Like if you're in a pinch, I can understand why you might use it, but most of us have hair dryers and most of us have diffusers that come with them, or we've bought a diffuser, so just use your diffuser. Like it's not something I would be doing because I would be scared of damaging my hair with the heat. A diffuser diffuses air, and that's what makes it good for curls, because it stops the hairdryer from just like blowing your curls about all over the place, whereas a strainer or a sieve is not a diffuser. It doesn't really diffuse the air, and so your hair's going to fly about an awful lot more. It kind of holds the hair, but it doesn't diffuse the air, and that's where my issue is. Let's just get the next part and we can see how it turns out for her. I mean,
grab a coladera and a hair dryer. Hi. And you're just gonna put your hair like this and do that.
So her hair looks really nice. It's like a very undone wave. I think that she could probably get a lot more of her waves, maybe doing a slightly different technique, like maybe having her hair wetter. Her hair looked pretty dry when she was twisting it like that. And maybe using a brush to do those sections would get her a lot more definition. But her hair looks very cool and very undone, and it's kind of got those straight ends, and it looks like she's heat styled it that way. It's like a very common style that people will heat style their hair that way. So awesome to be able to get that without the heat, and so easily. If you've got like a light wave, then that might be a really nice technique to try. It would just make me look like a scarecrow. It wouldn't work on my hair. But yeah, she's gorgeous and it worked well for her. Right, so we have another quick curly hair routine, and this one's from Emily Bata, and it says quick curly hair routine for lazy people, which we all like a lazy curly girl routine, right? Okay, well, she's stunning, isn't she? Love her makeup. Her hair is amazing, and it looks absolutely insanely beautiful. But what I will say is that routine, the way that she did that routine, probably, well, I know it wouldn't work for me. I think it wouldn't work for a lot of us curly girls. If you don't have her volume and texture of hair, then I think the way that she sort of just like pulled the curl cream and the gel through with no sort of particular technique, yes, that's like a quick routine, lazy routine. I think for most of us, we would then see like the results would not be equivalent to hers. Like, she is gorgeous. We're all gorgeous in our own way, right? But I just don't think that that's actually a routine that's going to work for a lot of people. When she put in the curl cream, I mean, maybe she did do more steps and she just hasn't shown it because it is a very, very, very short video. But here, when she puts the curl cream and then the gel just like that, just sort of pulled through, it looks amazing on her. But try it by all means, but I think you can have better techniques to get better results for most curl patterns. But again, it's working for her and she looks amazing. Okay, so next, this one is by Tha Gregorio, might be Ta Gregorio, I think her name's Talita. So, styling mistakes that are making your curls frizzy, and we all want to try and avoid frizz, don't we? So let's see. Gorgeous curls. Yeah, I would say that's so true. So she squeezed a lot of the water out and now she's adding her styling product. And then when she scrunches it, it's all wonky. Now her hair is soaking wet and she adds her styling product. Now when she scrunches it, she's got lovely curls. Yeah, that totally makes sense. Look at those lovely defined curls and then wow, gorgeous. Yeah, I think that's absolutely true. Some people can style their hair damp, and I used to do a lot of damp styling and I really liked it, but usually water is your best friend. So the wetter your hair is when you're styling it, usually the better your end results are going to be. But it's not a rule, it's just one of those sort of principles that's often the case. And like I say, I did used to do a lot of damp styling and really enjoy it. I say damp, actually less wet than soaking. It was never damp, it was always still wet, just not dripping wet. Whereas these days I like to do dripping wet styling. Like today was a dripping wet styling day, and you can get really smooth curls, really smooth results with water, and those curls then often translate into lovely, smooth, less frizzy dry curls. So yeah, I think that from Ta Gregorio was a great tip. Okay, we have one more video to look at today. This one's from Maya Magutas, and it's how I style my curls without a hair diffuser. And I'm already getting anxiety that she's gonna pull out the sieve. Let's see. The hair foods are really popular and they're really inexpensive. You can get them in B&M in the UK. Okay, whoa, that's a lot of cream-based products. She's using a t-shirt, that's really good, instead of a normal towel. What the heck? Flinging your head around like that. I probably wouldn't recommend flinging your head around like that, because for a lot of us, that's just gonna cause absolute loads of frizz and tangling. But let's see how it works out for her. Okay, scrunching with the t-shirt, and then she's going in with mousse. Okay, I can see those waves taking form. Why is she doing that? I would never ever recommend just blasting your hair with a hairdryer like that. It's gonna just break up all the curl clumps and just make it all frizzy, and no, not something I would be doing. Yep, I had a feeling. She's using the strainer. Like I said before, it's gonna get hot and it doesn't actually diffuse the air. You can see that, could you see that there? If I skip it back, you can actually see that the air, the hot air, is getting through that strainer. The power is getting through and it's flicking the hair back. So is she gonna scrunch out the crunch? Yes, she's got an oil. Okay then, she's got beautiful hair. That is absolutely gorgeous. Looks so cute in that ponytail. I would love, 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 love to try styling her hair with just a little bit more intention, like I said before, but there's nothing wrong with it. It looks beautiful. But there's lots of things in her routine that I wouldn't recommend if you're trying to get your best curls, but clearly it works for her and she's looking gorgeous. And that's the thing, there aren't any rules for curly hair care. It's just a case of learning the principles of what certain techniques do for your hair, and then you might choose not to use them, and that's absolutely fine. But for most of us, especially if you're dealing with damaged hair, you want to sort of baby your hair and be as careful with it as possible. So flinging your head around and blasting it with a hairdryer is probably going to cause a lot of frizz and a lot of like curl clumps breaking up and everything. But sometimes it's just about what look you're going for, and if you're going for like a beachy wave look, then you are going to want to like break up your hair a little bit more. If you're going for definition and getting it as sort of as smooth and curly as possible, then you're going to want to be a little bit more intentional, like the last girl who said about having your hair really wet, and you know, you could see that lovely definition. That was really good fun. I hope you found that interesting, entertaining, or something. Let me know what you think. Do you agree with my observations, or would you disagree? And yeah, please do tag me in any videos you see that you would like me to include in another lineup of reaction videos, and I will see you guys soon. Bye.